back to the Angry Teacher channel. This is Rich Williams, the Angry Teacher. You know, if it's your first time here, thanks for coming. If you've been here before, thanks for being part of the family, part of the journey. I appreciate you, always will. Just know that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for the next dope Angry Teacher video, because you know it will be, as we are coming to the end of summer. And we're rolling around to the opening of schools. I think there's some teachers who are already back. That is crazy, very crazy. In any case, I just want to talk a little bit about TpT Forward 2022. The conference was okay. It was okay. I wasn't as excited as the first one I went to, which was last year. And I think it's because I was really fresh and didn't know anything, and was just a little bit nervous and needed to learn things, needed to understand how things function. And this year, even though I am the same, I know a little bit more. And so some of the things were like ho-hum, or some of the sessions were redundant, or they weren't as, to some extent, they weren't as appealing to me as the first year. But in any case, I still loved a lot of it. There were a lot of it I still enjoy. And I'm trying to make this video short, so let me get right into it. Alright, so one of the speakers in the beginning, one of the keynote speakers, she said she got a review about TpT from one of her customers, and the customer said, because of TpT, I feel like I have 1,000 teachers in my classroom. That was one of the most powerful statements I've ever heard. That was just so awesome. It made me think, I'm not just doing this for one teacher. I'm not just doing this for one kid. I'm not just doing it for 30 kids in my classroom. I'm doing this for other people who really appreciate it, who really need it. Even if they only use one part of the product, I'm still impacting somebody else's classroom, getting my assistance out to all these different teachers, all these different kids. And if I could make their lives a little bit easier, then hey, I'm all for it. To start the conference off with that was just really powerful to me. So that I got excited about that. Then, who knew? John sings. I didn't know this. And plays the piano, evidently. It was great. I enjoyed that. He was playing that thing, and I was like, what? Stand by me, baby. I like that. But it was good. I enjoyed it. Keep going, John. Keep going. Another one of the keynote speakers, Tanya Marshall, she said one thing that kind of resonated with me, and it was, being different is great. And you always you compare yourself to, they talk about it all the time, and you don't think it's going to be you until it's you. They talk about the comparison syndrome, when you want to compare yourself to all those who are making millions and doing all these big things, and they can organize themselves very well, and they send out the email list and all this stuff they got going on, and you're just by yourself thinking that you can do the little bit, but you're going to be on their level at some point. And she said being different is great, and I appreciated that. So starting off, I was getting myself ready for this, and I was just like, hey, you got me from the beginning, you got me from the start. All right. I'm going to jump around a little bit, because I'm going to make this about maybe 2 sessions. I've got my notes. There's some people, like, you're working on something, working on a product, doing stuff around the house, because I did the virtual one, by the way. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. I did the virtual, and, you're doing stuff around, you're taking care of this little cat that won't stop walking around and opening doors and want me to open doors for him. And some you just like have it in the background going, and yeah, I agree, whatever. But there's some of those I had to stop. I took out my notebook and I was just making notes. I'm like, man, I'm writing this bad boy down. And one of those people was Kiera LeBron. Her story is La Misi de Español. My Spanish is really rusty. 2 semesters of Spanish and I can't pronounce the words right. What a waste. Anyway, Lamisi Despinel or something. She's a Puerto Rican Spanish teacher author. She's been teaching for 10 years, and I was just amazed by her TpT journey. Is like the journey on a road, and it's a simplistic metaphor. Everybody uses that metaphor, but she brought it home to me, and she would say stuff about TpT, she would talk about TpT, and then she would always bring it back to that metaphor, so it keeps you focused on the metaphor. You're riding in a car. Everyone's car is not the same. Some people will break down, some people won't. Some people's got fast cars, some people don't. But you start from one end and you're all going in the same direction towards the same. Now some might take some, dubious routes, some potholes in the way, some traffic. It doesn't matter. You're still on the same journey, going to the same place, same destination. And I just loved it. I loved it. It had 2 check marks for me. I'm assuming that's 5 stars, It was very encouraging. Let me see. One thing she said that I really liked. Nothing goods from falling asleep behind the wheel. You know this, but to have somebody say it is just amazing. I loved that session. I played it twice, like 2 times, me, this guy. And I never do that. I don't even like watching repeats and stuff. This is a superhero movie, but she was like a superhero that day, right? Kiera LeBron. Y'all gonna check it out before we run out. I'm probably gonna make this into a series, like a 2-parter, 3-parter. I saw a lot of other YouTube TpT teacher authors who are doing their one review of the whole thing, and maybe I just talk too much, but I have to break down some of them, because I literally took a lot of copious notes on those sessions. The next one I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to end it there for this session, is Cassie Noack, Minds in Bloom. The title of her session was Getting Stuff Done. It's about time. Once again, nothing groundbreaking that you didn't know, but to hear that you're doing something right, it was amazing. It stroked my ego, and I'm like, okay, let me keep grinding, let me keep doing what I do, let me keep doing it, because someone who is an acclaimed seller is doing the same thing, or started out doing the same thing. So, I felt good. I felt good. She had 3 points I wanted to pay attention to. Stay organized, develop systems, clean up the files regularly, and back up files. And once again, we all know this. Sometimes we don't do it, but she brought it home and it made sense, and I'm gonna do it. I've already have my systems in place. I already have, and still working out a couple of kinks, but I'll always have a system, and I just need to clean up my files and back up more regularly. But you got me, Cassie, you got me. She also said, focus on completion. Done is better than perfect. And I've heard it before. A lot of other experts have said it. Done is better than perfect. So focus on completion. Get it out there. Get it out there. Get it out there. Be efficient. Be efficient. She says something that, my old behind, and everybody says it. The kids make fun of me, they just do this scrolling thing, and the younger teachers, they are all tapping on the screen and all this, I'm a mouse kind of guy. I work a lot faster with a mouse. So I got my mouse going, I got my, I need a second monitor though. I'm thinking of getting a second monitor, and have a dedicated space. I have a dedicated space, I didn't like it, so I moved to another area, didn't like it. Now I found another area in the house that I'm using. It's working out so far. So let's see how that works when work begins in a week. Yeah, in a week I go back to work. In any case, I loved Cassie Noack's Getting Stuff Done. It's about time. And when I clicked on it, I'm like, okay, I know she's gonna tell us that we have a time frame to work it and stay organized, and I got that part. But then she brought it home with some of the same things that she said. So I was really humbled by hers, because once again, if an expert is saying this, and I'm doing it, then I'm on the right track. I'm on that road that LeBron spoke about. So far, very impressed. You're gonna hear about 2 or 3 more teacher authors, 2 or 3 more sessions that I attended or watched, and I am just digging it. So guys, if this is your first time on the journey, don't be dismayed, don't be discouraged. It'll happen, it's going to happen. You're gonna have to keep trudging, keep driving along that road. It's gonna happen for you. And that's all the time I got for you right now. I love you all to death. Go out there and make it a great day, and I will catch you in the next video.